This is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stand. Today is our 11th of the 12 challenge card project that I have been showing. So the last two projects is kind of challenging for me because, well, do you want to hear the real story? The real story is I'm on diet. And with no food, no sugar, no creativity. Since this pandemic happened, you know, I spend most of the time at home before I traveling all the time. So did you realize my hot dog finger used to look like a hot dog and it become sausage. And now if I don't get on diet, it's going to become salami soon. So I started diet these few days. Man, it's so hard. I see it's much easier to make $10,000 than lose 10 pounds. How do you think? Do you have a problem to challenging losing weight? That's my whole life story. Always challenging losing some weight. Well, hoping I can make it because I have to stay healthy and then later on I can see you guys, right? Okay, but after dinner, it's very funny. I've been challenged all day to create a project and nothing come out. But after dinner, it only took me 5 minutes and I come out with an awesome project. I thought I couldn't make it, but I did it. Ready to see today's project? So if this is the first time you visit Local King YouTube channel, welcome. This is Lisa, me, aka Sausage Finger, used to be Hot Dog Fingers. Well, this is the channel that I'm sharing all the awesome project with you and all the stamping technique that I know. So if you like it, make sure you subscribe Local King YouTube channel. Sometimes we offer great promotion. And then this month's special is going to end in 2 days. I'm showing 12 projects. I have extend the promotion until the end of this month. So if you haven't get to check it out, check it out. So today's project is something very simple, but you know what? It's so beautiful. This is the project I am going to show you. See? So rubber stamps is so much fun. You can use a marker, all kind of different kind of material, and I have been showing you all kind of different technique. And make sure you check out our DVD library. There is 160 plus tutorial ready to view, and more to come every day. No, every week. I hopefully not every month because this diet is really killing me. Okay, so this is the project I'm going to show you, but I did the one before. That was my other tutorial is the watercolor pencil on the dark cardstock. I didn't really show step by step how to do this card, but I want to just show you the same stamp, what's total, like what you can come up with a totally different result. So that's the other one. I use the same stamp. This is the A1 stamp. And I just use a pencil crayon color on the black or dark cardstock and looks what's the difference, right? Okay, so before I start today's tutorial, that's something new I like to share with you. So would you like to swap with me? I have received so far 3 cards from you guys. So if you like to swap with me, you send me 1 card, I send you 1 card back. I mean not with your order, I mean real card with the stamp. And then today I went to my post office, I asked my postal office lady, I said I need some beautiful stamp. So when you send me a card, you will receive 1 card from me. When you send me 2, you receive 2. I have a lot of cards ready to go. Instead of sitting in my garage, I will like to send it to you. So you probably get a card that I create in this tutorial. You never know. So only one rule. Okay, first of all, I haven't opened all those cards yet because I know there's a few more coming. I want to create a tutorial to share with you. If you have a Facebook, just make sure you visit like Local King Facebook page, because sometimes I share some of my customers' awesome artwork, and then I just want to share with you what they can do, you know, so you will believe me, you can do it too. This is a channel that I would like to share with you what I know, and that I would like to, you know, show you how I know, and I would like you to try to use a Local King's product to create something. So it's doable. It's not like something is unbelievable, you know, you can't do it. So it's doable, and I receive the email from you guys all the time, and I really enjoy your artwork, and sometimes give me a great idea to create a more tutorial. But if I use your idea, I always credit you. So there's more. I just received few more awesome project for my my viewer, my customers, and I will share with you slowly by slowly. If you want to take a look at the preview, you can just go to the Local King Facebook. Local King Robert Stan Facebook page, and sometimes you can see the preview. I always share their project on my Facebook page. And then if I have time, I'm going to create a customer library and post you guys project on the Local King's website. How's that? So if you like to swap with me, there's only one rule, only one. You got to use at least one Local King's product, no matter it's well, I really want you to use at least one stamp or one die cut, because this is the Local King Robert Stamp channel. So I really want you to try to use our product, so that way I can show my viewer, my customer, look, they can do it, so do you. Okay, so that's only one rule. You don't have to use like a whole, like every single thing is by Local King Robert Stamp. At least just use one stamp image or one die cut, they will do. So that way, I will show you project on my channel. If you use other people's stamp, I'm totally fine with that. I'm just not going to show your project on the YouTube or on the Facebook, because after all, this is a Local King Robert Stamp, right? So that's one rule, okay? So, and then if you have sent me a card already, I haven't opened yet, and I haven't sent the card back to you yet, because I want to open it together. And so just be patient, I'm going to send it soon. Okay, so let's start today's tutorial, and it's something very simple and easy. And then you might be the person to receive this beautiful card if you send me a card. So swap with me, please, and all the information is going to be listed on the bottom of this tutorial or in the end of this tutorial. Okay, so first we are going to do the white embossing. So the white embossing, because this is a white embossing powder, instead of I use a VersaFine, I'm going to just use a Versamark, so to stamping the image and then do the white embossing. And I have been showing a lot of different tutorial. Some of the tutorial that I created a while ago, probably the first tutorial probably like 10 years ago, is still pretty unique. And I was thinking about, I'm going to redone the tutorial that I did 10 years ago and see what's the difference. So I used, you can use regular cardstock, and if you have a stamp positioner, use a stamp positioner. If you don't have it, just good luck. No, I'm joking. Just try to get as clear as a stamp image you can. So if you like to have a stamp positioner, you don't want to purchase one, just watch a tutorial 45. In the tutorial 45, I show you how to use a DVD case or CD case to create a stamp positioner. They work just awesome, but sometimes just lazy to grab the stuff up. Okay, so I have my image. You can see it's a Versamark, and my stamp is a little bit dirty, and I actually missed a little bit on the bottom. But that's okay, because I am going to die cut it, right? So it doesn't matter. Okay, and then I am going to just do the white embossing, and I'm going to just fast forward. I don't think so. You want to watch me to do the embossing, okay? Okay, so after I did the white embossing, we can see nothing, right? We just did the white embossing, and what I'm going to do is I am going to use Local King's Magic Mushroom. You can use a regular sponge or whatever blending tool, they will do the things. So I'm going to just choose a color. It's pretty similar like the background color you use. If you use a blue, you use a blue impact, so that is more harmonized. Okay, so you just pick up some color and you kind of just rubbing. The reason I rubbing these is because I want to fill the color to the gap. You know, the gap between all the embossing area. I want to fill it out the color. So that way your image is going to pop out more. It's going to be more showing. Okay, so I'm just doing this one. Okay, and then just one color will do. And then you are going to, you can use a napkin, or I just use a wet cloth. Okay, because the dye base, the ink pad I use is dye base is not permanent. So you can just gently wipe off the ink which is setting on your embossing. You can use a Q-tip, or so that can be very easily wipe off. Okay, so let's do that. Or if it's not enough, we can just tap a little bit more, make it a little bit darker, those line between the embossing. And then just be careful, a little bit be careful when you're wiping those white out. So that's what it looks like. So the between those lines is going to have a color instead of a white. There is some kind of brownish color, right? Okay, and then next we're going to die cut it. So remember when you use those very intricate die cut, make sure you're rubbing with a dryer sheet, so that way these the paper is not going to stick on your die cut. So I am going to just die cut it. And also yesterday's tutorial, if you haven't watched yesterday's tutorial, please go watch yesterday's tutorial. It was a dry embossing and it was a heat embossing and the dry embossing, 2-in-1. So watch that tutorial because I'm going to die cut first because I already did the heat embossing, right? I'm going to die cut first and then I'm going to do the dry embossing with a rubber. So I will be right back. Okay, so yesterday's tutorial was talking about the double embossing. You do the heat embossing first and then you use the rubber to do the dry embossing. So I already cut it and now I put my piece of rubber and I'm going to run through the machine, do the embossing. And I think my machine needs shimming a little bit, so I'm going to just grab one piece of cardstock to shim the machine, make this embossing release more 3D. So I will be right back. Okay, see the embossing. Isn't that awesome? Okay, and then I'm going to just remove my tape. Do you think rubber stamping is very addictive? I think stamping, rubber stamp is so addictive. You want to have every single stamp. But I also thinking sugar is very addictive too, isn't it? Okay, so I just see, because I rubbing that dryer sheets, they just pop out like a melting butter from the mold. Mold. So it's nothing stick there, and if you find out on your that white embossing still have some color, you can kind of just clean a little bit more. Okay, that's what it look like. It does make a difference, you know, in like from the way I'm showing you is show the embossing, but if you compare it, you will really see the difference. Okay. Now, see this one, what's different with these two? I kind of lose the frame because those 12 combo set is all come with a rectangle frame. It's kind of getting a little bit boring because you don't want to see all the, you know, same thing, right? So, same like style. I want to show you how different you can create. So far, this is my 11th project. Because we already have a die cut, the rest of them is going to be so easy. Okay, so this is the 11th project already, and then I have one more project coming tomorrow, I hope. Okay, and 12 different kind of project. Try on your 12 different kind of stamp image. Can you imagine how many different kind of, you know, it's 144. Okay, so I want to lose a little bit more to make these totally different. So you can just trimming part of image, like this bamboo is kind of poking out. So I'm going to just trimming this off. This trimming is much easier compared if you have to do from the beginning. Isn't that something? It's just white and see how pretty it is, right? And then I am going to just, and remember this month's special promotion, you order more than 2, you just go to the this week or this month's category, you order 2 those combo set, you will get this corner die for free, plus a pack of dot glassy, plus free shipping. So after this promotion, I'm going to be quiet for a while, and I have to spend some time to design the 10 different kind of stencil. So that's a new product and some new background stamp. So I'm going to die cut it. Will be right. Actually, I'm going to just explain to you what I'm going to do because I'm going to fast forward. So I am going to just use the word stamp to decorate the back a little bit. So you can do the gold actually let's try this one. I'm going to try different colors. So I'm going to just fast forward and to see what it look like. Okay, so those are corner die cut. You can just put all four together and run through the die cut machine. So they were all cut together. And remember, I always put my corner die there. You know those die cut. Yesterday one of the customers just sent me, said, "Oh, Lisa, I lost my koi fish that I was using and I just can't find it. Can I just purchase one more?" You can, but this is what I tell her. I say, you know what, usually when you're so concentrated looking for something, you can't find it. Go have a cup of coffee and do something and come back later. And then guess what? 1 hour later, she found it. And then she made a beautiful card. And I'm going to share with you soon. So, look how pretty these corner die cut. Okay, and then you can do the gold color, or we can try both, see how it works. So I'm going to use my word stamp, and then I'm going to just rub a little bit darker brown or orange color. So this die cut, there is one set die cut, there is 10 different kind of pattern, and then I will include a layout. So you just follow the instruction, you should be fine. So you can do horizontal, you can do the vertical, they change totally. So let's just take a look. If it's not good, we do the gold embossing. You never know, right? So we have a 2 chance. If this side doesn't work, we flip over. Okay, so let's take a look. I think gold is much better. So I'm going to do the gold embossing and horizontal or vertical. I think they all look good. So I'm going to just do the gold embossing. Now I think that you all know how to do embossing. So I'm going to just fast forward it. Okay, so I did embossing, and thanks you guys let me know where I can find those bottles. So I just put the regular glue. I have one clear and just a regular, not fancy glue. And then so now I can use this one for the corner or the detail die. So if you're looking for some of these bottles, just looking for from the Amazon they have. Okay, and then I am going to, I have to put a little bit tape. And then I'm going to just put them together. Oops! First of all, it's crooked, and second of all, it's upside down. Okay, so when this is happen, you know what? Just put something and then fix it. Okay, so I'm going to just fix it. Well, let me go fix it, and we'll be right back. Hey, I just fixed my booth. See, if I don't tell you, you don't even know. That looks like who knows that was a booth there, right? So if something you get a cookie, why don't you just give it to your sister, you know, say, hey, I made a card for you. Okay, they don't know. Okay, and then give the best card to your best friend. So that's today's tutorial. I hope you like it, and this is the 11th of the 12 challenge card project that I have been showing you. There is one more coming. I hope tomorrow. I really hope it's tomorrow, because the promotion is going to be ended by the end of this month, 31st. So I have to make it. Okay, thank you for watching. This is Lisa from Local Cooking Rubber Stamp. See you next time. Bye bye.